Hey, Dana, you there? I need to talk to you about the meeting with the wedding planner tomorrow.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
I'm really sorry, babe, but the boss just called me into his office, and I'm gonna have to work tomorrow. So yeah, I bet you've already guessed it, but I'm not gonna make it.
Oh no. But wasn't tomorrow supposed to be a day off for you?
Well, yeah, it was supposed to be, but not anymore. I don't know all the details, but there was some kind of trouble pertaining to a deal with one of our larger clients, and that means I'm gonna have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the freaking morning, then drive 3 hours to their head office to do damage control.
Good grief, that's gonna be a rough day for you.
Yeah, you're telling me. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. I feel even worse because I know you were really looking forward to that meeting with the wedding planner. Do you think you'd be able to go by yourself?
I guess I could go by myself. But tomorrow was the day we were supposed to decide on the final details. I would really prefer it if you could come with me too, Mick.
I'm sorry, Dana.
I've got an idea. How about I ask them if the meeting can be rescheduled to next week?
Let me look at my schedule. Nah, next week's no good for me either. I got a big project deadline coming up on Friday. Now that I'm gonna have to head out of town tomorrow, it's doubtful that I'll finish it up by then. I trust you to make the right decisions about everything. Is it all right if I leave it all to you?
Alright, if that's what you want. Oh, I know. I'll invite one of my friends to come along with me. I can be kind of indecisive at times, but you know that. If I didn't have someone with me to push me to make a decision, I'd be there all day. And if all my friends bail out on me, I can always force my mom to come.
I really hate to drop all of this on you, Dana. Hey, tell you what, you can go ahead and take whoever goes to the meeting with you out to dinner anywhere you want. My treat. Oh, shoot, that's right. I'm not going to see you until next week. Okay, well, whatever you end up eating, just save the receipt and I'll pay you back for it when I'm back in town.
No, you don't need to go to that much trouble. I can pay for dinner myself. Plus, in just a few months, our finances are all going to be pooled anyway. So what's the difference between me paying and you?
Hey, that's still 2 months away from now. Seriously, I insist. Keep the receipt and I'll give you the money for it when I see you.
Are you sure? Well, if you insist. I think I might just be in the mood for some 5-star French cooking.
Whoa there, let's not get carried away now. Don't go and spend a month's rent on one stinking meal, got it?
Well, you did say I could eat wherever I want.
Allow me to rephrase, wherever you want within reason. But seriously, I want to do this for you. I owe it to you for missing the meeting. Plus, I want to be careful with money stuff between us. I mean, we both know that you make a decent amount more than I do. I don't want to feel like I can just depend on you to foot the bill for everything. You got me?
I didn't think it was a big deal which of us makes more money.
I mean, it kind of is a big deal, though. You wouldn't believe how often I get accused of going after a sugar mama for myself. I'm a guy, after all. Guys have this thing about wanting to be the breadwinner, right? So imagine my position. Here I am wanting to be the man of the house and work my hardest to be able to support you, but then you bring home in 2 weeks what I make in a month.
That's a little bit of an exaggeration.
Well, yeah, but you get the point, right? As much as I do appreciate how good you are to me, but at the same time, sometimes I feel like, I don't know, like a loser having to rely on my fiance like this.
You're not a loser at all, Mick. I do the things I do for you because I want to. Because I love you. I don't care how much you earn. I love you just the way you are.
It's really, really nice to hear you say that, Dana. But I don't think I can handle this for too long. I'm gonna work as hard as I can to one day earn more than you do so I can do for you what you've been doing for me. Then, hopefully, we can both retire early and spend our golden years in peace and luxury.
You always impress me with what a hard worker you are, Mick. I'll be cheering you on all the way. But I don't think I'm gonna hold back on my career to let you beat me.
Oh man, you're gonna move the goalposts on me?
But for real, you have been super busy at work lately. We've only seen each other once this past week. Are you sure you're not working too much at that company?
It's not always like this. It's only because I was given the lead on 2 new projects simultaneously. So I have to spend basically every waking hour at the office and only come home to sleep for a few hours. It's exhausting.
Are you sure you're okay? I don't want you working yourself sick, especially not when we're this close to the wedding.
Don't worry, you know me. I'm as healthy as a horse. It's nothing I can't handle. Although lately I've been too busy to eat most days. I've lost about 5 pounds over the last few weeks.
Wow, you've lost 5 pounds in a few weeks? I'm jealous. I've been trying to lose weight for 2 months and I haven't lost that much yet.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, you were on a diet or something for the wedding, weren't you?
That's right. I only need to lose 10 more pounds to meet my goal. But it's not going as well as I'd hoped. Maybe I'll start going to the gym a few more times a week.
Have you considered trying my patented too busy to eat diet? It's amazing. All you have to do is eat nothing and then boom, you'll lose weight.
Well, I am doing my best to cut down on snacks and sugary drinks. But I feel like doing a crash diet like that would be worse for my health than being overweight. Plus, it makes it harder for me to concentrate at work. And also, there's one major problem getting in the way of me losing weight. I love food. If only I didn't love food, losing weight would be a snap.
Yeah, you even keep pace with me sometimes. But considering how much you eat, it's actually incredible that you're not overweight at all.
Yeah, that's why I go to the gym. To burn off enough calories to eat as much as I want. I think my problem is just that I'm not exercising enough. There's also a members-only pool down the street. Maybe I'll start going there too.
What are you trying to do, copy Rocky's training program? And just for the record, I think you're absolutely gorgeous just the way you are.
Yeah, well, I don't. The wedding is right around the corner, so I want to keep my routine until then.
You just don't overdo it, okay?
Don't worry, I'll be fine. So when will I be able to see you next week?
I'd say probably around Tuesday or Wednesday. Actually, let's make it Wednesday just to be safe.
Okay, Wednesday sounds great. You can come over to my place. I'll make you one of the new healthy recipes I found online.
You're not gonna make me eat some vegan crap, are you?
No, don't worry. It has meat in it. Real meat.
That's a relief. Looking forward to it. Thanks again for taking care of the meeting tomorrow. If there's something you need my input on, go ahead and text me.
I'll let you know. Have a safe trip. Hey, Mick. This may be a weird question, but did you by any chance come by my house today?
Huh? Yeah, that is a really weird question. No, I haven't been there. I'm at work right now. Why do you ask?
I just got home a little bit ago, and I don't know. But something seems different. I can't put my finger on it, but it feels like it's not the same way I left it this morning. But if you're saying you didn't stop by, I guess maybe it's just my imagination.
Wow, that's kind of spooky when you say it like that. Are you sure it's safe to be inside right now?
Yeah, it's fine. I just did a sweep through the whole house and no one else is here.
What? You did that on your own? Good grief, Dana, that is a really bad idea. If you think someone broke into your house, you should either call the police or else have someone else there with you.
Ah, now that you mention it, I probably should have done that. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking at all.
Well, we can be glad that this time around there wasn't anyone in your house. But the next time this happens, you get right back out and call me or the cops, okay? Even if it turns out there's no one there, it's better safe than sorry.
You're absolutely right. I'll be sure to do that if it ever happens again. But I think I might have just been thrown off by how messy my house is.
Yeah, you never have been one for keeping your place neat and tidy. It looks like someone broke in and went through all your stuff basically 24/7. What's the matter? Did you lose your motivation to tidy up just because I've been too busy to come over lately?
You caught me, guilty as charged. I don't know though, I can't shake the feeling that something's not right.
Now, yeah? What makes you say that?
My bag is gone.
Your bag?
You know, the one I keep in the closet? My little sister is going to a wedding and she asked me to lend it to her. But when I went to look for it, I couldn't find it anywhere.
Huh. I'll bet you probably just put it somewhere else the last time you used it. Either that or you got rid of it by mistake. I mean, my God, it seems like it's every other day you text me saying you can't find something of yours.
You know me way too well. It feels like I've gotten way worse over the last few years, too.
What about all the presents I've given you? You haven't lost those, have you?
No, I didn't lose them. I keep all of your presents in a very special place. The dumpster.
No, how could you? But yeah, I'm planning on coming to your place this weekend. How about we both look for it together?
Nah, my sister needs it by tomorrow. I'm just gonna have to give her something else to use instead.
Ah, okay. Well, in any case, I'm glad that no one actually broke into your house.
I'm not relieved just yet. It still seems really, really weird to me. I mean, sure, I do lose a lot of stuff, but there's no way I would misplace that bag. It was a really expensive bag from a high-end brand. And it had a lot of emotional value to me, so I always put it away in the same spot on my shelf when I'm done using it.
It's gotta be around there somewhere. You just need to look in the right place. I'm moving in with you after the wedding, so how about we take a whole weekend to completely clean the place up? I'm sure we'll find it if we do that.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Hey, Mick, is there any way you could come over tonight?
I still got a ton of work to do before I leave today, so I doubt it. Even if I came straight over from work, I probably wouldn't get there until well after midnight. Plus, the air conditioner in my office is on the fritz, so I'm pretty sweaty. I'd like to take a shower before I go see you. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna head to my place tonight.
Oh.
What's the matter?
I know I'm probably just imagining things, but it's still scary, you know?
Oh, you mean you're still afraid someone broke into your apartment?
It's not that I'm afraid, it's just weird. I would feel better if someone were here with me.
You don't have a thing to worry about, Dana. Your neighborhood is super safe and there are security cameras all over the place, right? I don't think anyone would be stupid enough to break into your house. Plus, the only thing that's missing is your bag. If it was actually a thief, you have way more valuable stuff than that. Like, you think they would skip over your computer, jewelry, cash, and that stuff, but take some bag in your closet?
Yeah, you're right. I'm just a little on edge. I should take a warm shower and relax. I'm sorry for bothering you at work, Mick.
Don't be sorry at all. It's gotta be scary to be a woman living alone these days. Don't hesitate to call me whenever something feels off, okay? You can trust me. I'll pick up the phone any time of day.
Thanks, Mick.
Oh yeah, one more thing. When I come over this weekend, would you mind taking a look at the speech I wrote for the wedding? I did my best to put something together that sounds good, but I'm not very confident. You're way better than me with words. I'd feel better if you looked it over for me.
Sure thing. Okay, I'll let you know. Be safe on your way home.
Dana, where are you? Please, I'm begging you, call me, text me, anything.
What's up, Mick?
What's up? You know what's up. The wedding is about to start, but you're not here. Not only that, your parents aren't here, your friends aren't here, no one on your side of the aisle is here. What's going on? When are you gonna get here?
I'm never going to get there.
What?
I'm not coming. I'm not going to marry you anymore.
You're not gonna marry me? I don't understand. Why are you doing this, and today of all days?
It's simple. I decided that I don't want to marry you. That's all. But don't worry, you can still have a wedding without me. My replacement should be arriving at the chapel shortly.
Your replacement? Dana, what the hell has gotten into you? You're calling off the wedding and our engagement on the morning of the wedding? The guests are all already here. Do you know how far my parents had to travel to get here today? And you owe me a better explanation than you just don't want to anymore. We can talk about all of that later, though. Hurry up and get over here now. I will not allow you to humiliate me like this.
What are you getting so angry about? I told you my replacement will be there soon. You can get married to them. I'm not coming.
You're not making any sense. Why would I marry your replacement, whoever the hell that is? Enough joking around.
I'm not joking. I'm being totally serious.
I don't believe this. So you're really not coming, and this replacement is actually on the way?
Yep.
This is a nightmare. What's your angle, Dana, huh? What are you trying to say?
How many times are you going to make me say it? I decided that I'm not going to marry you. Ever. We're breaking up.
I wouldn't have to keep asking you if you'd give me a straight answer.
I'm sure things will make perfect sense once Erica arrives.
Erica?
I talked to Judy and Kayla too, but they weren't too thrilled about the whole situation. As a matter of fact, those two said they were going to sue you for marriage fraud. Erica was the only one of them who seemed happy that she would be able to marry you.
Wait!
I bet you're wondering how I knew the names of all three of your mistresses. I had you checked out, very thoroughly. You really screwed up, Mick.
This isn't what you think, Dana. If you would just give me a moment, I can explain everything.
I'm not the least bit interested in hearing any ridiculous excuses out of you. And just so you know, none of the people I invited are coming today. I explained the situation to them already. So you can go ahead and explain why this is happening to your guest.
Dana, please, just give me a minute to explain. I swear this will be the last thing I ever ask of you.
I'm gonna hold you to that promise.
Finally! I've been trying to get a hold of you ever since the wedding.
Start talking.
Okay, I will. I'm really sorry for what I put you through, but it's all a misunderstanding.
Oh? Exactly what am I misunderstanding?
I was never serious about Erica, Judy, or Kayla. I am so sorry for cheating on you. I was about to get married, you know? I wanted to have one last hurrah.
You've been texting and calling me nonstop for 3 days to tell me that. You have got to be kidding me.
I don't know what any of them told you, but don't believe anything. They're all just telling you a pack of lies to make you hate me.
I have to say, Mick, I find your mistress's stories much more convincing than yours. It becomes even more real when I think that I could easily be in their position right now if circumstances were slightly different.
That's not true. You were the only one I ever truly loved. I never cared one bit about any of them.
What I find the most intriguing is that you've been seeing all of us for just about the exact same amount of time. It was merely coincidental that you stood to gain the most by marrying me.
I'm telling you, it's not like that. I love you, Dana.
That's odd. Usually people don't break into their loved ones' houses to steal their things.
Huh?
You remember a month ago when I thought someone broke into my house?
Yeah?
Ever since that day, I started placing security cameras inside my house. Sure, all I lost was that one bag, but it was still concerning to me. Then, a few days later, I checked them. And what do you suppose I found?
I don't know.
I found you, rummaging through the things in my bedroom. This time, you took a scarf and a belt, both from the same brand as the bag you stole.
What makes you so sure it was me? Might be a guy with a similar height and build. I'm a pretty average-sized guy, after all.
Give it up, Mick. You're not fooling anyone with these lies. First of all, you're the only person other than myself with a key to my house. And your face was on the camera too. So unless you've got a secret twin somewhere out there, you're not getting out of this. I think the police might be interested to see that footage. Shall I show it to them and ask what they think?
No, please don't.
Then admit it.
Okay, it was me, but I have a very good reason. I borrowed a lot of money right when I got out of college, and I've never been able to pay it off. I was terrified of what you'd say if you found out about it, so I thought it would be for the best to pay it all off before we got married.
So you decided that stealing from your fiance would be better than admitting that you're in debt? That's worse, Mick. Don't you see how that's worse?
Hey, I've never stolen anything you use regularly. And didn't you say you wanted to offload some of your unnecessary stuff before we move in together? I thought I'd save you the trouble and do it for you.
Stop trying to spin burglary as saving me trouble. You're nothing but a petty thief. When I think about it, I never had a habit of losing things until I started dating you. I'll bet I never lost any of that stuff. You took it all.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Your mistresses all told me they had the same experience. All three of them started losing things the second they started seeing you.
That's just a coincidence.
Yeah, right. We've established for a fact that you've been stealing my things. Oh, and there's one more thing that I have in common with your mistresses. While we all work in different industries, we all have a relatively high income. That's what this was about, wasn't it? You were only after our money.
What's wrong with liking wealthy women? Women like wealthy men too, don't they?
I'm not knocking having income standards for your romantic partner, but you were never in it for the romance at all. It was just about the money. And what about Erica? She bought you a car because she was sure she was going to marry you.
She's completely out of her mind. She's way older than you, Judy, and Kayla. I was never all that interested in her in the first place. I mean, she's the reason I haven't been able to see you much lately. She goes crazy if I don't see her every few days or so.
Yeah, I know. I told you I've done a very thorough investigation of you. Out of all of your mistresses, you saw Erica the most. Plus, the private detective I hired said he could hear your arguments from across the street.
I know it's hard to believe, but you were always the one I really loved. I wanted to be with you and only you. I was gonna cut things off with all of them after the wedding.
You should have cut them off when we started dating, before you proposed at the very least. The only reason you didn't is because you wanted to milk them out of everything that you could. And to think you were always talking big about how you were gonna grind your way up the corporate ladder. I don't know how you can stand to even talk to me anymore. If I were in your position, I'd be so humiliated that I'd change my name and leave the state.
Please, Dana, forgive me. Don't break up with me. I can't live without you. I will never hurt you like this ever again, I swear.
Do you even understand how much you've hurt me? I really don't think you get it. The man who I was planning to marry was lying to me and stealing from me. I would have preferred it if you stuck to just having an affair. That would have been easier to forgive.
I'll give you back every cent of the money I got from selling your stuff. Would you forgive me then?
It's not about the money. As far as I can tell, you've only stolen a couple $1,000s worth of my stuff. I can make that back in no time. But no matter how much time passes, you will never be able to pay me back for the damage you did to my heart. I'm going to the police and providing your mistresses with as much information as I can to help them when they sue you.
Don't do this to me, please. I'll devote the entire rest of my life to you.
I don't have any room in my life for a fraudster like you. I'd much prefer you spend the rest of your life in a jail cell. Mick was arrested for burglary not long after we had that final text conversation. His mistresses also sued him for fraudulent inducement to marry. With the information we all shared with each other, I'm sure they'll have no trouble securing a court victory. Mick's troubles don't end there, though. He is also on the hook for paying the cancellation fees for the wedding. Judy, Kayla, and I don't want anything to do with Mick ever again. Erica, however, is another story. She's absolutely nuts about him. And honestly, she's absolutely nuts in general. I wouldn't be surprised if she keeps going after Mick thinking he really wants to marry her. But that's not my problem anymore. Mick can deal with her himself.